This is not a great day for me. I love how I'm trying to get this working, but at least it's a partner showcase, so I can be happy about that. Alright, folks. And then Nintendo will take down my stream. It's like you gotta love this. You gotta love this. No, I don't want this. I'm having some major problems with this right now. So there's a UK. Okay, here we go. Hi. So just so you know, I am watching the showcase. So I am watching it. I wish I had the screen on my screen. But you gotta roll with the punches in life every time when you don't know anything you're doing. It's like, I'd rather just be a plucky, dumb high school student, because at least if I made mistakes, it didn't feel like the mistakes killed me. Whereas like adulthood, I just hate adulthood. I just really hate adulthood right now. Oh my god, this is terrible. Okay, try this computer. Okay. Hi, hi, hi. You know what? We'll just do this. I have to double laptop it up. Hi. The like button. Let's see if I can share. All right. At this point, I'll just take what I can get. Partner showcase. That's done. Alright, so we're at 2 minutes. I might actually just use the other one. Oh wow, Josie Will's already reacting to it. Let's meet her. Oh, interesting thumbnail. Oh, so she's not even like there yet. She's at vibes. Hilarious. John Awesome's reacting to it. Everybody's reacting to it. Let's see if I can get to my stream. Let's come back to my stream, folks. Alright, one person watching. Yep. Okay. I'll just live react to myself. Story of my life. I'll always be by myself. I miss the days when I actually used to like myself. Let me get coffee at least. We're gonna get to that Nintendo Direct. It's happening now. 24 seconds. Hopefully the volume's on. I can see it actually. It's funny because I can see it through two screens.
Peggy 18.
Oh, I have two screens on at once. Oh, more people came on stream. Nice. Well, my coffee's being made. I'll put the volume a little lower. So, I know I wish I had the screen, but you can hear it in the background while you're probably watching the Direct. So this looks like an anime.
Deep in space, a research station was suddenly struck by a cosmic storm. 15 years later, its survivors are living peacefully. But the threat of another cosmic storm is coming up fast. Maki and Omura.
Yeah, did I predict orbitals? I predicted orbitals, so
Brave galactic dangers and save all that's left
let me
of
get
their home.
my creamer.
Teamwork is key in this two-player co-op adventure. You'll need a few tools to survive. The scrapbook grabs and moves platforms so you can carve a path forward. The liquid launcher blasts water to activate mechanisms and cool down scorching surfaces. And the beam cannon fires a stream of super hot heat to destroy obstacles, open doors, and more.
Nice.
Use the tools together, and you might discover unexpected solutions to puzzles.
I have to say, this is definitely
While exploring,
impressive
you can encounter strange life
for the
forms,
anime
or
kind of
opt for a
aesthetic.
detour and take a little travel break. GameShare is supported, so two players can adventure together locally or online with one copy of the game. Can these two brave explorers save their home? Orbitals launches exclusively on Nintendo Switch 2 this summer.
Okay, the summer.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to today's Nintendo Direct Partner Showcase. In this presentation, we'll be focusing on games from our publishing and development partners coming to Nintendo Switch 2 and Nintendo Switch. What you just saw was Orbitals, launching exclusively on Nintendo Switch 2 this summer. We hope you're looking forward to this intergalactic co-op puzzle adventure. Okay, let's take a look at some upcoming Nintendo Switch games.
Oh, is this Phoenix Wright? I'm trying to think what this is. Prepare to take a look.
In the waters of Issei Bay, on an island where legends of mermaids have been passed down, a tale of mysteries and curses stirs. The latest Paranorma Site mystery adventure
This is a new
coming
game.
to Nintendo Switch. The story follows Yusa Minakuchi, a boy who works as a pearl diver. One day, while gathering on the seafloor, he encounters another version of himself. This phenomenon is just the beginning. Soon, other strange incidents begin to plague the island. A girl with no memories, strangers searching for treasure, and a housewife investigating victims of drowning. Speaking to those involved is a natural part of the investigation, but you'll also need to search deep within the waters of Issei Bay. As each of their motives intertwine, the story connects to the mermaid legend told centuries ago. Paranorma Site, The Mermaid's Curse, launches on Nintendo Switch February 19th.
Nice.
Pre-orders begin later today
I'm good.
on Nintendo eShop.
Hi, Alfred Smeg. Hi.
Battle for World Glory.
Watching the direct. Watching.
A new Captain Tsubasa game is
Direct.
kicking its way onto Nintendo Switch.
So
Choose from a roster of over 110 characters, representing 22 teams. Score with powerful shots from the
which
original
reminds
work,
me,
as well
I
as
need to
new
turn on
special
ads,
moves that
because
can
I need
assist
money.
blocks, dribbles,
not like I'm getting anything anyway.
Go on the offensive against elite competitors as you
No,
aim
it needs to be
for victory.
monetized. Live viewers 3, nice.
Sensational football action.
Football, nice.
Tsubasa 2 World Fighters launches on Nintendo Switch.
You know, the sad part about being an adult is having no money or time to play any of these games.
Nintendo Switch 2.
It's like, oh, a game I can't play because I have to do adult responsibilities. Another game I have to do.
A life or death fight for survival begins. It was a normal day until a cave-in befell the city of Tokyo.
If that surprises a lottery ticket, I'm here.
Our protagonist, Anne, discovers an underground world deep below the metropolis.
I wanted to be a good surprise, not another monkey paw situation.
It's called Xeno.
You get what you want, but in the most worst way possible. Story of my life!
If you're found by a Xeno,
Oh.
it's game over. Fighting is not an option, so quick thinking and decision making are vital to your survival. Analyze their patterns and find the best route to make your escape.
Oh, hi, Craig. I haven't seen you in like forever.
Traps in each area.
Thank you for being
Lure and
good.
snare any
Thank you.
stalking Xeno.
Do you like my hair color? Have you talked to...
And by using game
Um,
share, up to 4 players can
This
share
person goes by
controls,
Willa now.
including Anne's
Uh,
movement and
Do you
camera
talk to
adjustments.
Willa at all?
Whether locally or online,
Are you still here?
coordinating with your friends is key to making it out alive. Survive the subterranean depths in
Looks good.
Tokyo's
Tokyo Scramble.
launching
Are you excited for that?
Nintendo Switch 2.
Are you reacting to this too?
Pre-orders begin later today.
Oh wow.
on Nintendo eShop.
Pre-orders are today. Awaken your Viking spirit.
Battle, build, and conquer in this massive survival game. How
I feel that, Craig. I feel like I can't keep up.
You could start by gathering
I don't even like how I'm reacting to this, but I had to like, I just wanted to do something I was planning on it last night, and then my computer did all this stuff, and I was like, I just get it done. I just want to do something in the morning.
Yikes.
I have to go to work, and then,
Trees.
yeah, thanks. I appreciate that, Craig. You're welcome to share. I appreciate that.
Walls. Make the roof. And even add a fireplace. Now you're safe.
Who did you ask?
Wait, is
Bo
yours
Blacks.
ventilated? Don't forget the chimney too.
I
Put in your crafting stations.
actually sent them a text last night about the direct.
And once you've built a ship, set sail on the high seas to reach new lands. And create even more strongholds. Plus, up to 10 players online can explore this vast world together.
So they're taking some Minecraft, okay.
Go forth and survive in Valheim, launching on Nintendo Switch.
Well, I appreciate the gesture.
Find your way forward in these games.
Thank you.
Return to the kingdom of Hallownest and fight back the infection. in
You got married. That's
Mario
awesome.
Classic. Dodge, dash, and slash through this
Hollow
2D
Knight
adventure platformer.
2
With
edition.
Enhanced visuals and improved frame rates on Nintendo Switch 2. Equip charms to enhance your abilities and deal magic damage using upgraded
Enhanced
spells while
visuals.
exploring the vast interconnected map.
I don't know, it's a 2D game. How more advanced can you make the
And
visuals?
heroes when Hollow Knight, Nintendo Switch 2 edition launches on Nintendo
I
Switch
appreciate
2
you stopping by,
later
Craig. Thank you.
today. Nintendo Switch 2 players who have Hollow Knight on Nintendo Switch can upgrade to the Nintendo Switch 2 edition for free with the upgrade pack. eFootball, reborn from Pro Evolution Soccer, is coming to Nintendo Switch 2. Build out your club, sign legendary players, and compete in tournaments around the globe in World Tour mode. Join an exciting competition.
I'm trying to think if I've ever played a soccer game. I probably have, but I don't really play a lot of them.
Or online to prove who's at the top of their game.
Eventually, I'll be able to give.
The excitement of football and aim to be
Well, I appreciate that, Alfred. If we had like 1,000 people like you, I would not stop streaming. And I actually could do this more full time. And I would do this more full time. Is this Octopath? Oh, Adventures of Elliot.
RPG. Explore the age of safekeeping. The hero Elliot's own time. The age of
I really want to believe that, Alfred. You know what I want to do? I want to do another panel on PAX. And I really liked my Street Pass lives. You know, I'll have to talk about that. I'm still watching this.
In each age, the
Age of Building.
citizens of Elliot's hometown will change. You can also obtain some weapons.
I'm asking myself if I want to eat.
Certain time periods.
Thank you.
A story spanning time will soon begin. The Adventures of Elliot, the Millennium Tales.
Well, on the bright side, you know, if I stream the panel, you can watch it, or if I stream PAX, you can watch that too. So I'll definitely try that. Oh, Bomberman! See, I know that.
Bomberman games from the Super NES era.
Is that NSO? Or is it just a...
Through to the culmination of the series, Super Bomberman 5, including titles previously unreleased worldwide.
Unreleased.
The Famicom versions of Bomberman and Bomberman.
I mean, I would love a new 3D Mario. Wouldn't we all love a new 3D Mario?
New Boss Rush mode, as well as game share support. Super Bomberman Collection launches on Nintendo Switch 2 and Nintendo Switch later today.
Nintendo Switch, Nintendo Switch 2 today, nice. Have you...
The unknown.
Yes, I've played Donkey Kong Bonanza.
The second entry in the
From what I've played, I really think it's a fantastic platformer.
In pursuit of
Oh, this Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, that's on my bingo card.
And embark on a journey across the vast world. Traverse the planet on chocobos, wheelies,
Donkey Kong Bonanza, yes, I played
in
it.
a buggy, or other modes of transportation.
Other modes of transportation.
Team up with allies in battles, blending action and strategy. If you'd like to focus on the story,
If I remember correctly, I think Christy Carlson Romano actually voices Yuffie
you'll also
in Kingdom
find various
Hearts.
activities scattered across the world,
So,
allowing you to take a break from the
unless I'm wrong about that too, and I don't even care.
As you
Oh,
interact
card
with
game,
your allies,
of course.
their affinity toward you will grow and impact
Oh,
how the
let's see.
story unfolds. What fate awaits Cloud and his crew in their pursuit of Sephiroth? Final Fantasy VII Rebirth launches on Nintendo Switch 2, June 3rd. Pre-orders begin later today on Nintendo eShop.
Okay. Hide user on channel. Yeah, I know that.
While investigating a lunar research station, an injury befalls spacefarer Hugh Williams. With him is Diana, an android called a Pragmata.
There you are. All better.
Classified as unauthorized intruders, the two are targeted by the station AI, which sends
A troll.
robots after them.
So, I'm just trying to remind myself, Alfred, that
But with Diana's
no matter the experiences I go through life, that I keep it positive.
What the heck was that?
I have some. Do you want to be a mod?
Through panels towards the green goal, you can hack the enemy.
I have mods, but they're not here right now.
Once their weak points are exposed,
So,
fire away.
I just don't know if I can go through another last year.
You can modify the damage and effects of a hack. Each
I just-
split-second decision can
yeah.
change the outcome
Hold
of
on.
battle.
Energy levels.
What truths will the
There you
team
go.
find in this AI-controlled lunar station?
So it's not one of your pot buddies?
Overdraft protocol. Initiate.
Yeah, baby. We did it. This is how we say good job.
And what will Diana learn on this journey? Pragmata launches on Nintendo Switch 2, April 24th. A demo will be available later today
I appreciate
on
that.
Nintendo eShop. We hope you're looking forward to fast-paced combat and exploration with a unique combination of hacking and shooting. Let's continue with more headlines. Journey to the Lost Lands.
Okay.
Become a legendary Turok warrior in this intergalactic action shooter.
Oh, Turok's back.
To stop an alien threat from destroying all human life, you'll journey
You know, I
solo
played the
with
N64.
warriors online and battle all sorts of primal creatures in ferocious
I
combat.
appreciate that, Alfred.
Swap between first-person and third-person perspectives as you unleash weapons, melee attacks, and special abilities to devastate foes. Extract DNA from fallen enemies and the environment to upgrade your arsenal, evolve your mantle, and unlock even more abilities called Echo Sinks to gain a greater edge in combat. As you venture across breathtaking worlds, you'll unravel the mysteries that ultimately hold the key to saving humanity. Turok Origins launches on Nintendo Switch 2 this autumn.
I'm just thinking to myself,
Uncover the truth of Xanadu.
thanks.
In a Japan where Kyoto is the capital, another world exists that's encroaching on our own. A world where monsters roam free. A boy named Rei must use his newly awakened powers against the threat as he joins Hirosaka Academy, a school for gifted students. The Academy's goal? Conquer Xanadu.
Xanadu.
The great labyrinth rumored to be the origin of this other world. While traversing the labyrinth, hone your abilities and reshape the terrain to expand the range of your exploration. Then, take on dangerous enemies in 3D action RPG combat. Use your powers to overcome foes. Outside the labyrinth, improve your stats. And spend time with your friends as you prepare to conquer Xanadu.
Why did you get kicked out?
Battle between man and monster begins.
I'm really glad you got your life sorted out. That's good. It's just life in general is it just kicks you down and you gotta get back up.
And Nintendo Switch this summer. Check out these anime-style games. It's time.
Digimon, nice.
Digimon story game. One
Didn't
day,
like-
a
Yeah, I know
power
that feeling.
causes the world to collapse
I know that feeling.
and sends you 8 years into the
I
past.
think the worst part was when I came out.
Digimon to collect. Adventure
I just
through
felt
the
like I
human
had to
world
close
and
off a part of
digital
myself
world
and
to save the future.
never feel like I could be comfortable in my own skin.
And on Nintendo Switch 2, you can select quality mode, playing in 4K at 30 frames per second, or performance mode, playing in full HD at 60 frames per second.
Impressive.
Digimon Story Time Stranger.
July.
On Nintendo Switch 2 and Nintendo Switch, July 10th. Pre-orders begin later today.
You know what I wish though? Like, you know what sucks about being a streamer is like if you're
The
trying,
sky is soaring in. Form your party from a roster of over 20
you know, Alfred, you're like
with their own fighting style.
the #1 reason why I wanted to get up this morning.
Channel the power of teamwork and summon
I really want to
primal
believe that.
beasts to vanquish your enemies. You can also team up in local or online multiplayer. Grand Blue Fantasy Relink Endless Ragnarok launches on Nintendo Switch 2, July 9th.
Hey, Kurt, go.
The latest Monster Hunter Stories game is flying in.
Nice.
Your monster allies, called Monsties, can learn special abilities through a ceremony called the Rite of Channeling. Raise your Monsties as you travel the world.
A little bit.
Lands lie on the
You know,
brink of
Alfred Smeg's
disaster.
really making me feel happier
Monsters
today.
on the verge of
We had a
extinction.
troll come in, but
The riders
they were dealt
trying to
with,
save the world
so
will have to
it's a lot
contend
better.
with an even greater threat. Monster Hunter Stories 3 Twisted Reflection soars onto Nintendo Switch 2, March 13th. A demo will be available later today on Nintendo eShop. Save data can be transferred to the full game.
Nice. Yeah, I'm not gonna have time to play that demo. Sorry, it's just the truth. Is this Ridge Racer?
Rave Racer.
Oh, Rave Racer.
In 1995, speeds into the Arcade Archives 2 lineup.
This seriously just looks like Ridge Racer.
For first place in a race against your rivals.
Yeah, we did deal with that
Get
troll.
ready for a new line of home console titles. Console Archives is on the way.
Thank you.
Doraemon. Sonic Wings Special. And more will be released over time. The first wave of Console Archives titles includes Cool Borders.
A 3D Mario soon? I hope so.
Dark Sword of Chaos.
I think there is a direct.
These titles will be available on Nintendo Switch 2 later today.
Ooh, golf! Scott Pilgrim vs. the World. I think it's another RPG. Scott Pilgrim, yeah. And then Eden Begins. So it's another RPG. What's my battery at on this computer? Because we might need to plug it in. I need to grab the computer. No, I agree. A 3D Mario needs to come back. Okay. The golf game looks fun. Cul-de-sac. I think... Did we predict cul-de-sac? 7 likes. The ballerina effect. Goat Simulator 3. Oh my god. I know that's huge. Shadow Tactics. Blades of the Shogun. Tales of Arise, Beyond the Dawn Edition. So we got 6 more minutes left.
Your eyes on the crime scene.
Is
When a
this...
string of mysterious deaths occurs.
I feel like I know, honestly. It's Fragile... Oh, Resident Evil Requiem, okay.
Grace Ashcroft is captured by the suspect while investigating the case.
I love Goat Simulator. Yay!
In her attempt to escape, Grace comes up against unknown threats.
Someone said GTA 5, so I just put GTA on my bingo card to kind of like blanket statement GTA.
Will she confront the threats head on, or save her ammo for the next encounter? For Grace, impending doom is always close.
Arlo's also watching the direct. He's got like 1,000 people watching. Damn.
Another agent working for an anti-bioterrorism organization is also on the case.
Leon Kennedy. Okay.
Kennedy.
6 advisor accuracy, all definitely the same thing.
With his physical prowess, Leon can parry an opponent's attack, then strike to break the stunned opponent's stance in close quarters combat. He can fire from a distance using handguns and rifles, or use an enemy's weapon against them. Leon has a varied arsenal of attacks at his disposal. This game features both third-person and first-person camera perspectives, and you can change your perspective at any time.
You know what I miss with Resident Evil?
There are multiple difficulty options available, including a mode
When
that lets
was it that you
experienced
started
players
doing
with
YouTube?
features aim assist.
2011. Technically, my brother started the
Guy
channel,
Grace attempts to escape
and then I basically took over,
and Leon
like, late that year.
to carve his own path.
and I started doing all the Street Pass stuff.
They discover when their fates intertwine. Resident Evil Requiem launches on Nintendo Switch 2, February 27th. Pre-orders are available now on Nintendo eShop. Resident Evil 7 Biohazard and Resident Evil Village will also be available the same day. Horror-filled excitement awaits whether you
Yay.
play these games or Resident Evil Requiem first.
I do love Resident Evil.
Switch 2 Pro Controller featuring original art is releasing alongside the games. Amiibo figures of Grace. and
Ooh, I called Amiibo. I called Amiibo. I called Amiibo.
You can scan them
I called
to
Amiibo.
game weapon skins.
You know, I would be Alfred, but it's hard because
The latest entry in the Resident Evil series is launching later this month.
you know, the only way I got there was by doing like so many crazy shorts and videos.
Featuring a member of the Resident Evil Requiem development
Even
team.
though it felt like a lot of people would just like sub and then forget.
Next is
That's
our
the hardest
next
part.
announcement.
Is like you find
Everybody from all of us here at
oh, Bethesda.
If you're like
Okay.
us, Nintendo has meant so much to you from your early days of gaming to now. It was incredible for us to partner on the original Switch, and it was just such a great piece of hardware and also so personal when you play. We're excited to finally bring a number of our franchises for the first time to Nintendo. We hope you all enjoy the journey.
Vault Dwellers, welcome home. Fallout 4 Anniversary Edition is emerging on Nintendo Switch 2.
No, it's Fallout 4.
Scavenge, shoot, build, and create alliances as you reshape the wasteland and what remains of civilization. Every choice matters. Fancy yourself a smooth talker or pining to pump up your power armor. Choose from hundreds of perks that fit your playstyle. Every road leads somewhere new. From the heart of Diamond City to the shadowy corners of forgotten vaults. The Commonwealth is packed with stories.
Can we hit 10 likes before the end of this
In addition
stream?
to the base game, experience 6 official expansions and over 150 Creation Club items to expand your adventure. Grab your Pip-Boy and traverse the wasteland in Fallout 4 Anniversary Edition, launching on Nintendo Switch 2, February 24th. Pre-orders begin later today on Nintendo eShop. The year is 1937.
Indiana Jones.
Scientists are on the hunt for an ancient power, and only one person can stop them.
Watch me.
Embark on a globe-trotting cinematic adventure in Indiana Jones and the Great Circle.
You know, there was a really good Indiana Jones on the N64,
Last Crusade.
and it looked pretty impressive by N64
With
standards.
the mystery behind the Great Circle. From the pyramids of Giza.
I think the first Indiana Jones game I played was on the PC.
Use your wits to infiltrate historic areas and solve fiendish puzzles.
Fiendish.
Or use your whip to face off against dangerous foes and explore a world full of daring escapes and unforgettable encounters. Adventure calls when Indiana Jones and the Great Circle launches on Nintendo Switch 2, May 12th. Pre-orders begin later today on Nintendo.
Yay,
eShop.
pre-orders.
Explore the vast landscape of Cyrodiil in the Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion.
We did have that, so that's checked on our bingo card. I gotta check my bingo card right now.
RPG. Now
You might get Fallout 4.
for the first time.
I've heard good things about Fallout.
Freely customize your character.
I know that the TV series is well beloved.
Adventure amongst an unforgettable cast of characters.
By the grace of the gods, I serve Tambriel's Harula.
And fight
Is
back
that Patrick
to
Stewart?
close shut the jaws of oblivion. Master ranged or melee weapons. Wield powerful magic. Or use stealth skills to best your foes.
You know, I did play Final Fantasy VII.
Character models, weapons, even rocks and
Many years
symbols
ago.
have all been meticulously recreated. Combat animations have also been updated to give them a modernized touch. Plus, the Shivering Isles and Knights of the Nine expansions are included alongside the main story.
I'm trying to see if I got the bingo. I'm looking at my card. So no Just Dance.
Through the gates.
I put Monster Hunter. I put Final Fantasy.
Remastered launches on Nintendo Switch 2.
No Red Dead Redemption. No Bully.
We hope you're excited for these games from Bethesda Softworks.
Oh, I just put
That's all
GTA
for
6.
today's Nintendo Direct.
Yeah, I did not. I put a new amiibo down.
For watching.
You know what's sad? I actually would have gotten a bingo. I would have gotten a bingo if I just organized it better. I put Virtual Console down, so I kind of feel like that counts for Bomberman, so I'll kind of give it to that. Even though it's like kind of like very broad. Did I like this direct? For a partner showcase, you could definitely do a lot worse, so it wasn't terrible. Presentation has now finished. Thank you for watching. Okay, so we're not quite done yet with the stream just because the direct is over. This is when we talk about some of our thoughts and the games and such. This direct was pretty good. Yeah, I give it like a B-ish. Like a high, like lowest, I'd say high C. So, I mean, they started the direct an hour way beforehand. Like, half hour before. So, we can play through this direct again. And we'll go through the games. And I'll just put it on faster speeds. But I'll put the... What's the playback speed? I think they actually have 3 times speed. They have 4 times speed if you're a premium member on YouTube. Which I actually think that's cool. So... yeah, we got orbitals. I have to say, I truly do love that they blend the anime style aesthetic into the graphics. That I do think is very unique. Even though I'm sure it's not probably the first game to try to do that. Because I feel like there have been games like that have done this kind of thing. I feel like, but I can't think of any at the top of my head, so it feels more groundbreaking, I want to say. So glad I could catch the stream. Thank you. So glad you could make it. Where are you from? So, yeah, Craig came into my chat. Thank you, Craig. Well, this is the highlight of my day. Thank you, Curbgo. I'm from Germany. Nice. I was actually in Germany for Gamescom like 2 years ago, which sometimes I regret because if I knew how bad that year was going to turn out for traveling, I would not have gone. Unfortunately, that's what I hate about life is any decisions you make, you have to deal with the aftermath of it. Do you usually daily stream? By the way, I'm trying to. I definitely want to get back into like gaming, like playing actual video games on stream. the hardest part about gaming on stream is sometimes you don't enjoy it as much as playing off stream. So that's definitely the hardest thing I've noticed when it comes to video games is sometimes I like the times that I play gaming off stream, but it's tough. You know, it's very tough. Oh yeah, the soccer game, that looked fascinating. I mean, technically that's also an anime style aesthetic. I would say technically what is an anime that was I would say Dragon Ball Z. That's an easy one, I would say. I know there's definitely several others, but Evangelion was made into a video game. That's another one. And I like anime style aesthetics. I have nothing against it. So I think it's a good way to kind of compromise when you have certain aspects of technical graphics, depending on the console, and trying to make the game immersive. And there are games that are very creative with their graphics. It's like I would take a game that has more artistic merit than technical power. So yeah, I can only imagine Mario Kart World on stream could be fun. Yeah, I would play Mario Kart World on stream. So I would do that. I really just don't want to go to work today. I have to finish cleaning up. So maybe I could do that tomorrow. The problem is I'm having issues with this new computer to use it for streaming. My old computer just crashes. Like every time I use it, it's like it's terrible. But then XSplit's just a pain. So maybe I could try to upgrade to OBS. Yeah, I'll be there tomorrow. What time is it where you are? So I'll definitely post a 3:36 p.m. Wow. I think I have to work on Saturday, unfortunately. I will definitely keep that in mind. Yeah, it's hard to stream to have like people around the world. Yay, soccer. Woo, soccer. It's 6:37 a.m. The only reason why he got up was the direct. I mean, Nintendo is definitely a direct where if they make it, it's like jump how high you'll do it. You're like, like yes. It's like the Pavlov law. It's like there's the ringing bell. It's like I gotta get this Age of Construction. So I'm going over some of the stuff. What's your job currently? I work at a grocery store and I don't want to be there. But I know I have to make money to pay bills. So, The Adventures of Elliot Wright. The hardest part about doing YouTube for so long, Barman Collection. No, I hear you. You basically have to like hold yourself like it's hard. It's very hard. I'm not really looking forward to working today, to be honest. And I came in on my day off yesterday. So the scary part about working these jobs is it just feels like it's never enough. You're always working for an unattainable goal that doesn't exist. That's how it feels. That's the thing I don't like with these jobs. Is like you're just working so hard to make your life better, and then it's like at best your life gets menially better, but not really. It's kind of like how I feel about eating healthy some days. It's like I don't want to do it, but I have to do it as an adult. But, you know, as far as like disease prevention and everything like that, yeah, that's the way to go. I would technically agree with you, but let me tell you this, Alfred Smeg. When I did my airport job back in 2024, I felt like the only thing that made my life better was working. Because if I got sick and I called out, I'd feel worse. And then on top of that, my twin brother would bully me and harass me, and then I'd just be like, oh, okay, so I have to deal with this. So I can either deal with the poison at home or I can deal with the poison at work. Well, I'd rather deal with the poison at work because at least I'm making money to pay for my bills so I don't have to live at home. No, that's the sad part. Is like the only time when you can really take off for sick is when your body is actually sick. Like even if you're mentally feeling unwell, you sometimes have to be like, you have to like drag yourself in. It's just okay. So Turok Origins. Oh yeah, it's horrible. I would agree with you, but it's always been that way, sadly. I think the worst part is like taking my twin brother to PAX, and then at the end of PAX, I think this was like 3 years ago after the panel, he was like, I didn't really like that experience. And I was just like, so why did I invite you? Anybody else would have wanted to be in your position, and you weren't grateful about it. And I'm just like smiling like this. And I'm just like, you can see the anger in my face, but I'm trying to restrain it back like the most customer service way. Like, yeah. I invited him to 2 panels. 2 panels too many. I'll just never forget that. It's like you're trying to give him a good experience. I try to tell myself that every day, Alfred Smig. I think the hardest part about gaming as we get older and seeing how it evolves is how does it challenge the standards versus how does it build on or evolutions the thing in a revolutionary way. Like, I do love Donkey Kong Bonanza. Like, I stand by that. But there's no denying that you're welcome. Thank you. With Donkey Kong Bonanza, even though it's an amazing game, and I will say it's amazing, you can definitely tell it was inspired by, like, a lot of N64, Super Mario 64 platformer level design. Like, I look at the maps, and I'm like, wow, you can literally pinpoint. Oh, I won't. Oh, I definitely agree. A 3D Mario game would be great. I would love a 3D Mario game. I would love a 3D Mario game. Well, I do what I can to put myself first, but the hardest part, Alfred Smeg, is when you put yourself first. Sometimes you feel like you end up missing out on life. That's the hardest part. Is like trying to put yourself first while still have to like, it's like I have to put myself first to go to work. I have to put myself first to pay bills. I have to put myself first, right? I appreciate that a lot. I really do. I know you mean that. And I know you mean that donations or no donations. And, the hardest thing I think people don't understand is about being a content creator or being someone. I never got to play Disney Dreamlight, and I'd see all of my nieces and nephews play it. PGA Golf. I do love the golf games. Like, I do love the golf games. I wonder when that comes out. And that's clearly an EA title. And the Resident Evil game looked fantastic. So I have a media badge for PAX East. This was a peak stream today. I really appreciate that a lot, even though I wasn't able to get it set up the way I wanted to. You should have seen me screaming at the computer. And I was like, why won't you work? Ah! I know certain people love taking me out of context all the time. I love that. Yes. Third person and first person perspective. Personally, I prefer third when it comes to Resident Evil games. I think when they did the over shoulder camera angle, they did a quality of life improvement where it's like every Resident Evil game should be in this perspective. Like, as much as I love the cinematic aspect of the fixed camera angles, you have to admit it was very frustrating and clunky. I know PC can be a bit annoying sometimes, but I'm glad I could make it to the stream. Yeah, I feel that. So you can add me on when I try to record Miitopia on OBS. I can't wait to do Tomodachi Life. That's gonna be fun. So Bethesda, right. You know, it was cool to see Bethesda talk about their games. My computer loves not working when I try to record Miitopia. This definitely felt longer than 30 minutes. Yeah, it was more like 35 minutes, but it's like close enough. Switch version looks peak out. So I do have to complain, but it's a valid complaint about Tomodachi Life. I'm extremely disappointed in the lack of sharing. I just think that Nintendo is shooting themselves in the foot by this. But I feel like they're doing this like they saw this is the sad thing when it comes to the scenario, and I have to say it, is when Tomodachi Life came out. Alright. I'll say this real quick about Mario Fever because my thoughts about it, it looks to be promising. That's all I'm gonna say. There's not enough information. I think the core concept of making the game better is there, but we'll have to wait to see how it's gonna play. I'll just say that. Like, I saw the Baby Waluigi and I liked it because I thought it was cool and sweet. I'll say that, but again, it's a Mario Tennis game. I just hope that they still remember to do more than one court. Because I never forget that from the Wii U days. Oh god, that was so bad. The sad thing was when that game played so well, and I played it at E3 in 2015. Like, Mario Tennis GameCube. I'm trying to think what my favorite Mario Tennis game is. I guess GameCube is probably peak. So we just finished wrapping up the presentation. Okay, so I do want to go back to Tomodachi Life real fast and say this. I know that when they didn't have the options of dating preferences, we know what I mean by that, and all that stuff. I'm just really disappointed that they didn't have it, but when I was in a group of friends back then that I'm no longer friends with, they were very adamantly against that, unfortunately, and I had to just stand there and just smile and be like, I agree with you when I don't. So it was really upsetting. Yeah, that was really sad. God damn. It's almost 7 o'clock. I agree. We should be able to choose if our me is. I agree. Fluid. That's the word. Fluid. But yes, that one too. We can choose their preferences. I don't really necessarily like that word. They were really bad people. So it's a long story. I don't know how I lived through that. Some days I wish I could just like rewrite my life, but we can't rewrite it in the past. We can only rewrite it in the future. Thank you. Yeah. So one last thing I wanted to say about Tomodachi Life was I appreciate that, and I will keep telling myself that every day, even though I have to live through moments I don't want to. Right. I will tell myself that every day. So back to Tomodachi Life. Right. Back to Tomodachi Life. I'm really disappointed they are not doing QR code stuff. Yeah, the sad part is basically if you're going to make a me, you have to have a picture of that me and then just copy it. So it's going to be frustrating in that regard. I get why they're doing it. I get why Nintendo is doing it that way. This is the same thing when, I think it's funny when like a lot of political campaigns were using Animal Crossing. And the funny thing is that was actually smart. Like, it was really smart. But it's like Nintendo was like, we don't want to be a part of politics. It's like, I get it, Nintendo. Have you played Donkey Kong Country Returns? I have played it on the Wii. I haven't 100% it, unfortunately. Fun story about that. So that game on the Wii was released kind of close to / alongside Kirby's Epic Yarn. And I actually liked that game more because it was more relaxing. And I didn't like the anxiety-inducing aspects of Donkey Kong Returns. And every time I had to play Donkey Kong Returns, and I would just say to my twin brother, could we just play Kirby's Epic Yarn instead? And then the game was just so relaxing. The art style was so pleasantly like the what's it called? The yarn aesthetic was just so happy-go-lucky, and you're just like, oh, this is just so nice. And the music was so wonderful, and it was just so pleasant. You never felt triggered or I don't know if it's the most difficult game to play I can think of. Like, how about the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle game on NES? Like, I love seeing parents today being all like, if my kid beats this game, he gets whatever he wants. And I'm just like, yeah, I get that. I get that. I get that. It makes me laugh when I see those jokes. When I see the parents of today and be like, oh, you want this? Yeah, bringing my 2DS around town today to help see that green light. Well, if you have NetPass, you'll probably get it. So, yeah, I have to deal with that. So, what else? Without NetPass, though? Yeah, I know. I would prefer without NetPass, too. I would prefer without NetPass, too. Oh, I definitely feel that way. I feel that way every day. The lack of it is disappointing and sad and and crying over casserole. Oh my god. And got a wild tag at my local park. Nice. So what else? It has happened once that I walked around. I think one of the most craziest street pass tags I ever got was, I think I was in Delaware. I'm trying to remember what state I was in. I was in, um, I was in this one place that I was with my parents, and I actually brought my 3DS out, and it's like the one time where actually being around my family was a good thing. Oh, really being a lot supportive. Appreciate that. What is NZ? I don't even know what that is, currency wise. So, well, I have some more time to talk for another 5-10 minutes. So, I hope I could make your day. Oh, you definitely made my day better. Oh, you definitely did. You made it a lot better. Let me ask you this. Would you ever go to Gamescom in Cologne? I honestly wanted to have a panel there. I remember when I saw Zion do a panel and it was the Guess the Music thing. And all I thought to myself is, I really wished that I the earth cannot handle this type of consumerism. It just can't. It's funny. Same for you, Nick. Oh, thank you. I'm gonna keep telling myself that each and every day. Yeah, I'll play Animal Crossing soon. I can do that. Hopefully, if I can get this freaking thing to work. Okay, I need to find the encoders and do this and. I mean, that's still going. Learn how to use encoders, learn how to do this. This just starts to feel like so much more worse than it needs to be when it comes to. Alfred Smeg, the hardest part is, when it comes to streaming, is having to compromise yourself to keep living, because that's the only way to keep living. That's the hardest part. I mean, what you did today was the most wonderful thing, but it's like trying to repair a bridge. And repairing a bridge isn't just about one action, right? It's about taking that one action and multiplying it like over and over and over and over and over and over. And your contributions won't be forgotten. But it's like, the hardest part is like, now actually considering, oh, thank you. I mean that. So, I really do. The hardest part about streaming is feeling like you can keep going in life when you feel like you don't know what the heck you're doing half the time. And you definitely see this a lot. You see this a lot! So, yeah. So my biggest problem, I want to go to PAX East. I want to stream this. I, 'Cause, 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 You know, I had to put myself first last year after that whole scenario because, yeah, well, that happens. The saddest part of last year was feeling like all the content creation hours meant nothing. Yeah, we could. I could add you. Let me see if even my console's actually working right now. Just because. Okay, my Switch 2's right here. Okay, let's do this. And now my Switch 2 is charging. Look at that! I got Animal Crossing on there. So, so there you go. There's. You know, I definitely believe what you're saying. Right? Thank you. I hope you write that down and send me. So, what's your friend? What's your friend gonna be? I have a friend request, but I'm not online right now. I actually can connect online. I know how to do that. Sorry, I'm just trying to figure something out. Taylor Swift is perfect. That's Riders DX's Wi-Fi. I still have that. Oh. Okay, so yeah, what's your friend? Are you David0909? Is that who you are, Curbgo? Is that who you are? Yeah, I should definitely play some Mario Kart. Curb Go? Okay. What time is it right now? It's 7:05. I have to be at work at 8. Luckily, work's right down the street, so I can stay on a little bit longer. I'll stay in 10 more minutes. The sun's starting to come up. I am going to have to start cleaning up this place a little more. I should probably put his Coke Zero away. I'll probably put it next to the fridge. There you are. Okay, I'll add you. Become friends. I don't know who David0909 is. Okay, so... Okay. I will have to charge this. Mario Kart World. You know, Legends EA was not a terrible game. It just... There's a lot of things that they could have done better. It's tough. So I definitely need to start... You know, I'll say this. Hopefully they, when it comes to the Pokemon games, I do think they make some steps in the right direction, even if it's kind of like Tomodachi Life in the sense that they do kind of have some aspects, they take some steps backwards. Yeah, the graphics look pretty good in terms of the supposed screenshots. Is Arlo still streaming? Arlo is still streaming. You know, I actually met Arlo at PAX West back in 2024. Let's Google that. How much more powerful is the Switch 2? It says 10 times. Yeah, you were right. According to NVIDIA, it features roughly 3 teraflops of power, a major leap from the original's 0.39, supporting 4K output, ray tracing and DLSS technology for smoother, higher resolution. Oh, that's what, Spawn Wave? Did you watch Spawn Wave? You're just talking about, hi, did we get another like on stream? Nice. Can we hit 10 likes this morning? I would like 10 likes. Can you start posting Pokemon Go again and pick up from those videos? I could try. I could definitely do my 4-star stuff. My biggest problem is trying to get the tech to just work more properly. The problem with Pokemon Go streams. I tried doing a Pokemon. Oh my god, that was a nightmare. The problem with doing Pokemon, I like to play Wii U with you. Yeah, I like to play Wii U as well. I was debating on getting a modded system. Well, it's the most powerful hybrid, but yeah, it's a handheld and handheld mode. You know, as it being portable, you can't fit it in your pocket. That's the downside. And it is bigger than the original, so it's even harder, and you get cargo shorts. Like, let me try this. Is there any pants pockets that can fit a Switch 2? Yeah. Yes, based on your experiences with potential Switch 2 models and mock-ups, it is possible to fit a Switch 2 into specific pockets. Looser garments. Yeah, you have to have some pretty big... Yeah, I want to see this. Oh my god, that... no. I wish I could show you this picture, but this is a no for me. Let me show you this picture, right? Let me show you this picture. We have 10 likes! Look at that picture. That's a yikes for me. No. I would not. No. No. It would fall out of that so bad. It would fall out of... That's a no. Like, I was thinking, like, a cargo shorts kind of thing, where hopefully if it fit into the pocket, and we had that... That looks so unsafe. Like, no. We hit 10 likes. Yay! 10 likes. I'm not even noticing 10 likes on my end, though. Why am I not noticing it on my end? I see 9 still. I'm going to keep telling myself that, Alfred. You're probably one of the few people that made this stream worth it. If not the only person. I'm kidding. Curbco also did work too. And Biak, thank you for coming. And Craig also did. My end says 10. Now it says 10. Now it says 10. So, God, I just don't want to work. But I know I have to. It's just, like, the mental and emotional exhaustion of going into work and then having to eat healthy and then having to do this and do my adult obligations. I start to miss certain parts of 2023 and 2024 so much. I mean, there's still some bad parts to those years, but at least the positives outweigh the negatives. This is definitely... I feel like I'm definitely having a major chip on my shoulder, on top of, like, walking, like, basically shards of glass everywhere. And the hardest part is to just enjoy things despite the outcomes. That's the hardest part. Thank you. That's a very fascinating name. So, the hardest part also is just going through such a rough experience and to tell yourself to keep living despite the setbacks and the... I just subbed. Thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you. You think you know people, you don't know people, and you're just like, God, how do I keep moving? Did Dimitri react to this? I love that you keep saying that. I really do. I mean that. So, yay, Germany. You know, my last name is actually German. So it's German. We love Germany. Gervani. I guess he also streamed this stream. He did. And now he only has 4 people watching. Damn. He must have had way more people than that. Heck yeah, thanks. Yes, Germans are awesome. My father's side is German. I may get Fallout. Da, 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 da. So 13 likes now, nice. So I'll try to get XSplit to work on this. Either XSplit or OBS. Update and shut down. So what are we at right now? So I'm shutting down this computer. 7:17. Heck, I can go for another 13 more minutes. This made me really. You made me really happy. Fritz Meg. I'm not gonna hold back and say. I have to say, when I saw your comment on one of my videos, I was like, "Who's this person?" I was like, "I don't know who this is," and then I was like, "Okay, I'll give them benefit of the doubt." Because after last year, I just didn't want to talk to anybody. I don't know who to trust anymore half the time. And I was just like, So it's like taking me by surprise. And then now it's just like, okay, you're a good person. I can trust you. Welcome to wow, wow, you actually did that. I appreciate that. I have to update my tier lists and such. Yeah. Thank you. It's not a whole lot, but we get emotes too. Thanks. I appreciate that. I really wanted to enjoy the Switch 2 launch more last year. That just felt like walking in blind into being ambushed. That was the worst part about it. So I mean, I don't expect you to I don't expect you to be around forever, but just the fact that you came today and that you came back is a welcome surprise. So, and you know, those Animal Crossing days had its had its ups and downs. I just start to really, with those days, like Animal Crossing. I mean, 2020 was a mixed bag of emotions and everything. I really appreciate that, I do. Get your friends along too, yay! So, I mean, this was a very fun partner showcase. I liked it. Yeah, let me close this down. He has a dragon on it. Fun fact, this is actually a computer of a guy I'm dating with. That's the one benefits of being gay. Is like you can meet some of the most nicest guys. You can meet some really horrible guys, but this is a nice guy. This is a good guy. I like this guy. I agree with the vibes of the stream today. Yes, I appreciate that. I kind of regret not bringing him along for PAX East, but I will be bringing him to West at least. Well, thank you. I really appreciate that. You know, your family might come around. You know, I think the thing is, even with my family, and I can speak from experience, they'll still talk to you. It's tricky. You know, if you ask me, it's like, probably won't give my twin brother any more slack. That's a no. Ooh. See, I'm laughing from all the trauma that he caused. Yeah. So we're at 7:22. Let's see what the analytics on this stream are. Did we hit like how many people watched it? How many views did I get on this one? Let's just analytics. Only 54, huh? I have had, oh. For some reason I thought you said you never had bad experience. Like, I envy you. But you said I have had bad experiences. Well, now I pity you. That sucks. You're worth it. Step away from this room and yourself. Yes, I know that feeling. I know that feeling. And I've had to do that many times in my life. And it sucks because it feels like you're missing out on everything. But sometimes you have to do the things that protect you to keep you living. Which sucks. Yep, gotta keep telling myself that. I will say you show a lot of promise. I can't make any... I cannot make any definitive statements because you just recently became a mod, but I will say you're showing yourself. So, I appreciate that. I hope I can start making a fan community better and everything, and... Oh, God. Well, it's 7:24. Do we have any wrap-up moments from the direct? It's about to be 7:30. Yeah, it does. It does look. I appreciate that greatly. Oh, that was a different stream, right? So I'm checking on chat real quick. Oh, it definitely does. The rebirth thing. I think I played it at E3 when it was back in 2019. Back when E3 was a thing. Okay, so I'll just tell you right now. If anyone brings up past drama that we've already addressed, remove them immediately. I think there comes a point in anybody's life is when they went through something that was bad, or they did something and whatever, and they owned up to it and they did everything in their power. It's like it just needs to stay in the past. It doesn't need to be brought up every 5 seconds. There's only it's like you wanna kick someone when they're down because they went through an experience that was unpleasant. It's like, look, please move on from it. Like, please let them just keep living. Do not just keep like suckering them into the chains of their own decisions because they're just the person who they are. Like, that's just like, you know what I mean? It's like, oh, it's like when my mother's like, you choose to be, and you're just like, no, I didn't choose this life. That is who I am. Like, I choose the actions, right? Like, I choose the actions of who I'm with, but it's like I didn't choose my genetic makeup. I just am who I am. So it's like, what more do you want? It's like, I mean, don't even get me started on body image issues. Like, that's just a whole nother. It's like, wow, I wish I looked like some of these people. I mean, there's some truly awesome people in that community that will not solely judge you on your physical looks. But, the hardest thing is just being yourself while being in a group of people. That's always the hardest thing. So it's always been the hardest thing. Just so thanks. I have to tell you this. When I went to PAX West last year, it was really one of the hardest conventions for me to enjoy for several reasons. One, my twin brother threw out all of my PAX medals and my running medals. I mean, if I wanted to recreate them and probably like have everything remade, I could do that. So Round 1 arcade. I said I would do a stream with DDR in it. Sorry, 7:30. Okay. I have to... Yeah. Well, I appreciate that. I really do. No, he's pretty much always nasty. Like in high school when he would take my DS and he would basically ruin my win-loss record in Mario Kart. Or that time in college when I wanted someone for support and he's like, you want to talk about it? Or when he slammed the bed and he was like, his life sucks and he's making everything feel like a threat all the time. Or when he kept asking me to do things for him and then he would not reciprocate it in a certain way that I thought he would reciprocate it, or a bunch of other things. And, you know, it's always funny and sad how family will ask how much slack will you cut for them when your life keeps living. You're just like, wow, how do I keep living with this? I think the biggest thing, though, especially getting older, is like, especially when decision making, is feeling like, at least when you made a mistake, you feel like, well, I can learn from this. As an adult, it feels like your path is disintegrating below you. That's the thing that sucks. Every day. It just feels like, what about my decisions of this? And what about my decision of this? And what about my decision of this? And then you start asking yourself, yeah, gotta keep telling myself that every day, Alfred Smeg. So, anyway, it's 7:32. I will need to get going to work. I don't want to, but I have to do my adult responsibilities. I have Friday off. I get off at 3. Maybe I can stream in the morning tomorrow when it's your 3 o'clock. Yeah, we can talk on Discord. I really appreciate that. I really mean that. Ugh, I really do. Anyway, I'm gonna think about this today, because it's the one thing that really made me feel better about being a content creator and a streamer and everything. I really just hope that I can come up with better ideas and such, that I can do my content, and I hope that you will be a source of motivation, inspiration, and just in overall, just like a lighthouse in the storm of my life that will just shine the way, so I don't have to keep struggling through a mapless sky of nothing and just feel like I can't make any decisions anymore. And then my twin brother has to laugh at me while I have to pay rent and food, and then he has to steal food from me, and then I have to go to work starving, and then feel like I'm going to overeat because I haven't had anything to eat all day, and then I have to go through that every day, and then I have to feel like that every day. Sorry. And then I have to get bullied online because no one understands what I have to go through every day just to do anything. So, yeah, sorry, I know, I was getting too emotional, I'm sorry about that. Putting this down. Yeah. Okay, I have to end the stream now. Just message me on Discord. I'll keep it open. Thank you. Bye. Like, comment, subscribe.